you. Should we put that in the compost? Okay, thanks, babe. We'll put this one over here. Can you cut more? Can you try to cut this piece? Hey, welcome back everybody. I've got a bit more of a vlog style video for you guys today. It is apple season here in our valley, so we're enjoying some apple oatmeal. And while I have all the apples and the oats out, I'm going to be prepping an apple crumble baked oatmeal for our breakfast. And then later we're going to be harvesting pumpkins that I'll be selling at the farmer's market. So come on along. Atlas absolutely loves helping me out in the kitchen. It's always great skill building for him and sensory activities. So he was helping me get everything prepped for the apple crumble baked oatmeal. Until I realized how late we were about to be for playgroup, so we had to drop everything. So we just went to a really wet and rainy playgroup, but we've had rain for like over 14 days now. So we had to get the kids out, and we go to a really sweet homeschool preschool group, and Atlas just loves it. So we were running late today. I realized what time it was. So I'm gonna go back home and get lunch ready and prep the baked apple baked oatmeal and hopefully check on some pumpkins. I'll try to link this recipe below, but I usually just eyeball it. I start with 3 cups of rolled oats, and then I'm adding my own homemade pumpkin pie spice to this. Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, and it's just really good in this. Next, you'll add a half a cup of granulated sugar. And I recently picked up this super seed blend that I've been using in a lot of things. It's got chia, flax meal, and hemp seed. I just threw in about a tablespoon of that. I melt about a 1/4 stick of a butter, and then I'm adding about 3.5 to 4 cups of milk. You can also do a mixture of milk and water if you like, but I usually do at least 1-to-1 oats to liquid, a little bit more if you want it to turn out a little bit softer. Then to that, I'm going to add just about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And we're also going to crack 2 eggs into that mixture and then whisk it up really good. So once you combine this, it will be really soupy, and that is a good thing. It is going to set up once you get it in the oven. I use a cast iron frying pan lined with parchment sheet, but you can use any kind of casserole for this. I want to say this is a big pan. It's like a 16-inch pan, but really you can use any size. It just affects how thick the baked oatmeal comes out. Next, I'm laying on these apple slices that we had prepped before playgroup. I just tossed them in a little bit of lemon juice to help them to prevent browning, and I had to toss them in about another couple teaspoons of my pumpkin pie spice. For the crumble topping, I do start with a stick of butter, and I add 1 whole cup of all-purpose flour to that. I do soften the butter just a little bit to help me work with it. You're also going to want to add half a cup of brown sugar, and then I add half a cup of granulated sugar as well for my crumble topping. Next, you just want to work the butter into the flour and sugar using a biscuit cutter. You can also use a food processor if you want to make this quicker, but I don't know, it's more to clean. So I like using the handheld biscuit cutter till it's about pea size. And you just throw it on the top and then throw it in the oven. I've made this exact same recipe with blueberries before, and I bet it would be amazing with strawberries too. So while that cooks for about 45 minutes at 375, it was time to feed the quails. And this is another thing that my little one just loves to help with. I decided to go ahead and have a piece for an afternoon snack, and then I'll be freezing the rest for our meal prep. We're heading up to the garden now. We had a pretty full afternoon. The little one napped. I spent some time editing and doing some computer work. Hey, are you climbing? And mommy help you get down. Oh, there's a bug on you. Here, we're making a video. Anyway, we need to harvest some pumpkins. So we're doing that before we run out of daylight. I am going to sell them at the market on Saturday, and we've just had like 14 straight days of rain. So I want to get them off now with a couple days to spare so that they could be plenty dried out. So let's take a look at the pumpkin patch and get some more of these. We've harvested most of them, but there are some left. So we have this tiny variety called Black Bear. Show us the pumpkin, baby. Here, let mama see it. Yeah, they look so dark. They're like super dark green, and they get like almost a black color. And those were the last two. We'd harvested some of those before. So here is the remaining pumpkins in the pumpkin patch. Most of what's left here are New England pie pumpkins. There's a few like white ones, so we're just gonna get a bunch more. Come on, babe. Pumpkins! This one looks pretty ready, doesn't it? Should we get this one? That's a tiny one. Do you want to pick that one up? You help Mama? Good job. Good work. Yeah, we'll bring it to the pile. Let's take it over here to our pile. Good job. Oh my gosh, Mommy's tripping over pumpkins. Yay! Good work, son. Okay, we got another cartload of pumpkins to add with the wheelbarrow that we already have. We will be selling these all at the farmer's market on Saturday. A lot of these that you see here are edible. The white ones are not. They're more for carving. The little black ones are more for decoration, but most of these, the yellow ones are New England pie, but this beautiful blue one here is called Jarrahdale. I have 5 more of those. Some of them I'm leaving on the vine a little bit longer. We are about, I don't know, 2 weeks or so from our expected first frost. Could be a couple weeks anytime now. So I'm gonna leave them on as long as I can, because those definitely are going to be storage for our own food for the winter. And they're a very versatile pumpkin. First year I've ever grown them, but I've heard so many good things. I've grown New England pie in the past, so I'm going to be selling most of those, but saving some of those for us too. So we're going to get them down, get them rinsed off, and get them drying out so they'll be ready for Saturday. You need some bubbles? I prep this recipe for baked oats about twice a month because it is such a good breakfast to freeze and then reheat. I just freeze it in portions for my family and then just pop it in the microwave for like 1 to 2 minutes to defrost it. And I find that having breakfast prepped or just start my day really well. Buddy. Atlas, what are you doing, babe? Hi. No, son. No, sir. Oh, no. Well, now I'm trying to clean all this up. Okay. You know what really gets me? This is real life. This is that's one of the things I like about YouTube is seeing part of people's real life and, you know, learning from others. What really bothers me, other than people leaving the cabinets open all the time, is that so many channels never show this. Some of these channels that I watch, you know, they have many kids, many more than I do, and they're doing all these videos and doing all this cooking from scratch, but they never say like, yeah, I have help. Like if you ask, they'll, you know, if it comes up on a Q&A, they'll say, oh yeah, I have help, or my husband stays home, or like whatever. But I think that some of these channels are contributing to just very unrealistic standards for women. So anyway. We'll get this cleaned up. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope to see you on the next video. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you then.